Ladies and gentlemen, Jason Sheeran is ready to play some games. Hello everyone, and welcome to Giganato Gaming. I hope you enjoy the video. What is going on, my fellow dinosaurians? Giganato Gaming here, and welcome back to another episode of the Spinwheel Sanctuary. Last we left off, looks like we have carnivores wandering the enclosure, and we got more Diplodocuses looking cool. The Diplodocus population is expanding, which is awesome. But yeah, and we've got Gallimimuses who have wandered all the way over here for whatever reason. Let's give them some ground leaf, a bunch of ground leaf, and maybe some wetland to go with it. Alright, wetland. I'm just going to make sure they're completely fine. And just give them a medium nest. Are there any... Alright, we got a male... What do we got here? Male, female, male. Alright, let's put a medium nest over here. But yeah, and today we're going to try to fill up the parts of the island that are relatively empty. So, this part here, which is the northeast hatchery. Let me go ahead and additional bays, accelerated growth. I added 2 new hatcheries, and the south or the northwest hatchery. Let's go ahead and do those upgrades, and boom, there we go. Alright, so we're going to start off with the northeast, and we're going to see if we can fill that up. We got a parasaur that wandered all the way over here. Alright, you know what? Might as well make yourself at home. Let's get you some ground nut, or ground nut. And let's get you some wetland. But yeah, if you find yourself enjoying this video and want more content like this, make sure to leave a like on the video and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Let's see if we could get this channel to 2,000 subscribers. That would be super amazing. But with that, let's begin the video. And a lot of the trikes are wandering over here too, which is interesting. Yeah, we got trikes wandering over here. Oh, we had a Therizino just duke something out. Or duke it out with something. I think it was a Mahjong. One of the females. 12% against 82. Yeah, the Therizinos aren't messing around. We got a Dinokairos that wandered all the way over here. Okay, that's cool. You just need a bit of ground leaf. I can give you that. There you go. You got some food now. Alright. Good luck out here, that's all I'm going to say. But anyway, let's go ahead and... Aw, man, this Corythosaurus is the last of its kind. Aw, I wish I could step in. Wait, maybe I can. Hold on. We got a nest claimed by a Velociraptor, which is awesome. Alright, usually I wouldn't intervene, but I'm doing this because I want to save a species. This Corythosaurus is the last of its kind, and I want to make sure it's preserved. I want to preserve the population. Alright, so let's just get some Corythosaurs going. We'll get a couple more. These guys here. Alright, cool. And then we're going to take this. Where's the Corythosaurus? There it is. I'm going to take this Corythosaurus and just put it in this enclosure here. Put it on the northwest side. Try to save it. This guy's the last of his kind. Meanwhile, we've got the Dinokairos taking on one of the Carnos. Looks like they are calling it off. Okay. We'll get to the spin wheel in a second. I just need to do this. Alright. Let's get maybe... Alright. Let's see which males are the most vibrant. Alright. We got this red one here, which is vibrant. And we'll have 2 males. We'll have 2 males and 2 more females to go with us. Alright. That's what we'll do. Let's get the other Corythosaurs out. While that's going on, we've got a Chasmosaurus being taken on by a Concavinator. Ooh, he does land a hit in. That's pretty awesome. Alright, 9% against 82%. They might call it off here. We've got a Carno going after a Galley, trying to go after a Galley. Which Galley is it? Alright, it's the white one. Oh, he was being smart there for a second. Doing that little circle thing, being smart. Alright, I want to see what happens here. Is he going to get him? And he's got him. He just flipped him in the air and killed him. There we go. Meanwhile, we've got a Nasudo taking on a Mahjong. Okay, cool. Not looking good for that Nasudo. Alright, we got a lot more carnage going on. Alright, so the Corythosaurs... Let's give them... Alright, they need some ground leaf. Now, we've waited long enough. We got more Corythosaurs. Let us... start with the Spinwheel. And the first creature going into the northeast is... Oviraptor. Okay, we've got a small carnivore. Something that won't be too much harm to the Corythosaurs. Alright, let's start with Oviraptor. Alright, so that's Oviraptor. Let's maybe get 2 males and 4 females. So let's find out which males are the most vibrant. Ooh, a lot of these males I do like. Ooh, I like this one. I like the blue one. Alright, let's find another male. Alright, and while we wait, let's move on to northwest and see what's going on here. But first, we got some Coelophysis. And the first creature to go into the northwest section is Stygimoloch. Okay, cool, cool. We got a herbivore going in here. Alright, Stygimoloch. Let's throw you in. Stygimoloch, Stygimoloch. Ah, there you are. Alright, let's move back on to northeast and get the next creature. And the second creature going in the northeast section is another herbivore. Alright, Nodosaurus. So we'll throw them in. I think this is our first Ankylosaur. First, we got movement in the nest. What do we got? More galleys. Okay, cool. That area is getting a little out of control. Alright, and while they hatch up, we got movement in the nest. We've got some Velociraptors. Awesome. Okay. Alright, let's move on to the northwest and release the second creature. Alright, and the second creature going in the northwest area is... No, 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 no. Please, 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 please. Oh, thank God. That was close. We could have ended the series right there. That was close. Alright, we got Iguanodon. Let's go ahead and randomize that. Get a male and a female of each. Alright, and we got Blue Jay fighting a Pseudoceratops. Oh yeah, that's the new Mahjong. One of the younger Mahjongs. Nice. Alright. So let's go ahead and release the final creature for the northeast. And the third and final creature going into the northeast is... Oh, we got an apex predator, the Acrocanthosaurus. Okay, we got 1 carnivore. So I think they come in just the 1. So we're going to release 2 of them. Our first apex predator. Let's go. While we wait for that, let's move on to the final creature in the northwest. And the third and final creature to enter the northwest is... Suchomimus. Okay, cool. So we have, for the northwest, we have Stygimoloch, Iguanodon, and Suchomimus. And for the northeast, we have Oviraptor, Nodosaurus, and Acrocanthosaurus. Alright, so let's get these guys going. Alright, there we go. Suchomimus being hatched up. So there's 4 of them. I think they do lifelong partners, so we'll do 2 males and 2 females. Alright, so that's Suchomimus done. And for the northeast, let's head to the northeast and start releasing creatures. We'll start with the Oviraptors. The Oviraptors should be scavengers in a way. We got a nest claimed by a Majungasaurus. Awesome. The next generation is incoming.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome an Oviraptor to the park.
Alright. Let's move on. Hold on. Let's see if these guys are happy. Alright. Let's maybe get like a... Alright, they want some ground leaf. Alright, not a problem. Let's move on to the Nodosaurs. A lot of these are small herbivores. I don't think they'll last with the acros around. Oh my god. We got a nest claimed by a Corythosaurus. Awesome. So they'll be able to carry on the next generation.
We are pleased to welcome a Nodosaurus to the park.
Alright, we got Nodosaurus, we got a male and a female. We got Blue Jay taking on a Therizinosaurus. That Nasudo died to Blue Jay. Alright, cool. 100% against 100%. Ooh, Blue Jay, damn. Are you at least the father of, like, the nest that a Mahjong claimed? Well, you got a hit in. Alright. Some baryonyxes have matured. And now let's just release the apex predator. I love how the oviraptors are just unfazed. Alright. So it looks like the other male is the father of this one's kids. So we got 4 incoming. Alright, cool, cool. Carnotaurus versus Gigant Spinosaurus. I'm getting very distracted. Alright, all these guys need is a large nest. Let's get them a large nest. Alright, let's move over to the northwest hatchery. And release the creatures on there. Starting with the Stiggies. We got an oviraptor that just claimed a nest.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome
These guys want a medium nest. Let's get them a medium nest. Alright, you know, let's give them some time to expand their territory first. Alright, next let's move on to the iguanodons.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Alright.
to welcome an iguanodon to the park.
Welcome to the park, iguanodons. And finally, the Suchomimus. Yeah, start running. 2 males and 2 females.
Ladies and gentlemen,
All right.
we are pleased to welcome a Suchomimus to the park.
Well, I know we're going to need some deep water. Let's get like a little stream for over here. Alright, the Suchomimus are already swimming. Where are the iguanodons? Alright, the Stiggies are kind of wandering over here for whatever reason. Oh, we got a Carno? Hunting down a Diplodocus. So you've wandered over here now. Interesting. Both Carnos have wandered over here. What do we got over here? Corythosaurs. They're able to carry on the next generation. I was able to save them.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are pleased to welcome a Corythosaurus to the...
Meanwhile, we got Concavinator hunting down a Homalocephale. Ooh, was that the last one? Yeah, that was the last one. The Homalocephales are officially extinct. Ah, that's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Alright, the iguanodons are kind of just chilling over here. We got some Archaeornithomimuses on low health. They don't have any food. They want ground fruit. What do we got here? Silophysis. Okay, cool. Wait, we got some baby oviraptors? Wasn't really paying attention. Oh yeah, we did. Look at that. So cool. We got Velociraptor hunting down a Parasaur. This Parasaur here. There's still chaos going on in this enclosure. We got raptors everywhere. Got him. Right in front of a Triceratops. What do we got here? Amargasaurs. Awesome. So we got 3 of them? Yeah, we got 3 of them. Look at that. The Amargasaurs are expanding as well. Yeah, the Carnotaurs have made their way over here, and now they're terrorizing this area, which is filled with herbivores. We got Blue Jay fighting a Gigant Spinosaurus, it looks like. A Velociraptor hunting down a Triceratops. Yeah, even the Trikes aren't safe from these guys. If the raptors want to go after them, they'll go after them. It looks like that Trike, ooh, just survived, barely. Damn. Now what are you hunting down? Oh, a Parasaur. Trying to hunt down a Parasaur. 2 raptors. right? What's going on over here? I think the Sukos, they want a large nest. So the Suchomimuses, they're kind of just minding their own business. But we got berries wandering over here. They wandered all the way over here. They want large nests too, right? Yeah, large. Two Carnotaurs are duking it out. I think the berries and the Sukos will get on just fine. You know what? We got a lone Gary that... A lone Gary? A lone Galley that just wandered over here. Let's just name you Gary. I just typed in fairy instead of Gary. What is wrong with me today? Alright, Gary. You can be Gary. Gary the Gallimimus. Nest claimed by Notosaurus. Ah, no. It died as it was about to breed. Ah, that sucks. As it was about to get that nest. That's unfortunate. That is very unfortunate. Alright, we got a nest claimed by an Iguanodon, which is awesome. Which one is it? It's this one right here. Nice. We got a Carnotaurus hunting down an Amargasaurus. Yeah, the Carnos have wandered over here, so now these guys are in danger. Their empire was kind of thriving for a while until the Carnos showed up. Meanwhile, we've got a Majungasaurus chasing after a Gallimimus. Nest claimed by Acrocanthosaurus, which is awesome. The Galley might actually get away here. Just escaped. That kind of sucks what happened to the Notosaurus. Alright. So you are getting kind of hungry. Lay the egg and see what... How many do we get from you? 2. Alright, we got 2. So hopefully those will be hatched up next episode. See what happens. In the meantime, I'm going to get a couple more female Notosaurs. Just a couple more. Just so I can try to save the population a little. Notosaurus. Where's Notosaurus? And with that, that is going to wrap it up for this episode. If you guys enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. It would really help out a ton. Thanks for watching, and I will see you guys next time.